What is up, everyone? This is Devin with Amateur Life, and we got back with another sports talk. We got Austin in studio,
What up?
and we got Cavi.
Hello, hello.
So, only us three tonight. So, let's probably go a little quicker than what we normally do. We'll jump right into kind of NFL football talk. Kind of the first big news is all those receivers that are kind of holding out right now, like from practice and stuff, because they want to be paid more. I mean, who was it? Like Deebo Samuel.
Yeah, he just has to get traded, actually.
Yep. Yeah, I knew that too. He has to get traded. He's really unhappy, I think, with what's going on there.
Right. I think another big name was Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
His quote was, he's looking for a fair deal.
Yep. I think A.J. Brown was in that list.
Yep.
There's like 5 or 6 of them that I think that were all complaining.
Yeah, so this offseason, for wide receiver-wise, kind of screwed them all because now they're going to have to be paid a lot more than they're used to.
Yep.
Especially Tyreek Hill's big deal.
Mm-hmm. So why is Deebo, like, it's kind of out of nowhere?
I think he's on his
What is
contract.
he unhappy with? Just the contract?
Yeah, I think he's on his contract, and they're just not willing to pay him what he wants, so
Okay.
he's going to get traded to somebody.
That's kind of
Who
what I
will.
figured, but
I think that's what it is, but yeah, I don't know. Why would you be unhappy somewhere where you get the ball almost 90% of the time? Like, I don't know where he would go that would do the same.
that has to be the reason.
Right. Because I think, what was Colton saying? Like the Chiefs or something. And I don't see Chiefs doing what 49ers did with Deebo.
I just don't know many teams right now that can pay him.
Right. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, a lot of teams, I feel like their salary caps are kind of
I just
tight, so
Right.
they got to make moves themselves in order to take them if they...
Right. I mean, people are going to have to start to settle. Because look at what happened to Le'Veon. He was number one running back for like 2 years straight, and he wasn't getting paid, sat out for how long, and then he just never was able to come back to what he was.
I don't see Deebo sitting out. I just don't see him being
Yeah.
that type of guy,
yeah.
but I guess you never know.
Right. I mean, that's probably what people were thinking with Le'Veon when he did it. Like, oh, he's the best running back. There's no way he's just going to sit out.
Yeah.
So.
Another thing is, like, what about Jimmy G? Like, they've been said nothing
Yeah.
about him.
Dude, now that you say that, that is strange.
Like we all thought that he has to go somewhere
right.
else.
And I
Like-
still think he does. Maybe they're waiting till trade. So on trade day, they'll try to make some
That's
big
kind of what I'm
move.
thinking.
Yeah, I think that's where a lot of moves are left, is kind of waiting for trade day when, basically a team's going to get in a pickle. It's like, okay, who we wanted to draft's gone, and so do we now trade our pick away since we don't really want the next few?
Right.
So it's like, do we trade our pick away to someone else for Jimmy G or for someone?
Yeah, I think wait till trade or the draft day, and we'll see him go somewhere else.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. What was I just thinking? Another quarterback talk. Kaepernick said that he'd come back and be a backup.
Did you see Michigan's spring game that he threw at halftime?
Yeah. I did see that.
So
I don't know. He's done.
There's just no way.
I
he can
think
come
he.
back.
I think he's like, I need some money again.
But
So
my thought
Right.
is there's the USFL now. There's
Yeah,
Canadian
dude.
League. Why don't he go try and prove? You know what I mean?
Right, because
Like, is his ego too high that he can't
Right.
go anywhere
Well,
else but the NFL?
we'll listen
Look
to
at- what's
a
his
clip
face?
from Pat McAfee here.
Shea Patterson or Johnny
I'm talking-
Manziel?
Johnny Manziel's one too, but was it Terrell Owens just went back to the
Yeah, I was gonna just talk about that, but
the whatever that league's called? I was
Yeah,
like, why can't he
that's-
go into
yeah.
one than that?
because I think Johnny Manziel's his quarterback.
Yeah,
It's
Well-
like the fan-controlled football or something.
yeah. That.
If this will play.
Did you get a chance to watch any of the USFL yet?
Yeah, I watched half of one game.
USFL football with a man who watched his team.
Oh, they
the
hate
Pittsburgh
it.
Maulers last
The
night.
USFL.
One half of the Hammer, Cowboys. Tone Diggs, that league's dead. I don't want to be that guy. Okay, I like spring football. I love more football. I like the thought of guys getting an opportunity to put out good film and maybe make it into the NFL, because that is an issue. If you're not coming directly from college, there's really no feeder system. I guess there's always been the CFL, which is fantastic, but how many players actually go each year? I think it's in the single digits. Then you go back to the XFL. A couple guys made it. There's always a benefit to more football happening and more film being had for players to potentially make their dream come true of making it into the NFL. There was no fans in the stands last night down there in Birmingham. And I don't know if that's what it's going to be like for the rest of the season because they're all playing in one city. And I could see how the first couple games probably awesome. And then people at Birmingham go like, oh, we've already done that song and dance.
Yeah, all good.
But hopefully they'll continue to show up. This game was delayed because of a weather delay. But it being dead silent, not even having fake fan noise like we had in the middle of the COVID thing, and being able to hear everything and the continuing issues with the quarterback play and the quality of play is going to be a problem. Now, follow up. We have learned, though, that quarterbacks might stink in the USFL because they're throwing like a weighted ball.
Yeah.
It's 5 ounces heavier, I guess, than a normal football. There's a chip inside of it as well, so the bladder is probably proportioned a little bit differently. It might be an awkward ball to throw. It is definitely an awkward ball to punt and kick from what my sources are telling me from within the USFL. So not only is the league set up in an interesting fashion. Not only are they only in Birmingham, not only do they have an incredible Hard Knocks series that is following them around that is maybe better than the entire league itself.
Yeah.
I mean, the storyline behind the scenes about the chicken salad and the pizza thing,
Unbelievable.
maybe the best thing to ever come out.
Yeah.
I did hear
At
about
the end
that.
of the
That's
day,
crazy.
that might be the best thing that comes out of the USFL. No offense to USFL. Love Todd Haley. Love how he's coaching
Right.
down there. Jeff Fisher looks so cool when he was doing an
man.
interview. He had boots on and jeans. He looks fucking sweet. But the ball stinks, apparently.
Right.
The atmosphere is probably going to continue to stink as you go on week to week. I don't know if anybody from Pittsburgh is driving down to Birmingham to watch that team, but I don't know about this league, Todd. I do not know about this league, and we all had high hopes for it. It doesn't feel like that's going to be the case at all, Todd.
No, and I was watching last night.
So, kind of with that being all said, that we just watched, like they said, I want to see this more as like a feeder system.
Right. That would be so nice.
That's
Like,
what we were saying. Wait, when it
Like,
Yeah.
back.
like let the XFL that's coming out. Okay, all this new technology you want, let them try it.
Right.
Give them the ones to try. Or the XFL, you guys don't need to do a bunch of new shit. If you want to try little things here and there to try to make the game a little more entertaining to watch, add the thing. Like the drone thing. Did you see the drone?
Mhm.
Oh, it's like hovering back, it's like 5 feet off the ground. And then it comes, as they're going to kick off, it comes in down to ball level, and then it follows the ball, and then it turns around. And when the receiver, or returner catches it and stuff. So that's cool. But like they said, there's a chip in the ball that's adding weight to the
messes
ball.
with
That's
the ball.
making the ball different. So it's like, okay, you got to kind of counterbalance that. Either find some new type of leather or something that's.
I don't know. I think the only reason they trying all this stuff is because they're trying to get viewers, and that's kind of like the way to
That's
do it.
right. Look at all this new stuff. Look at
all
this new
s-
technology.
Yeah, and they're just continuing to hurt for viewership. But one thing I don't get is why have it all in the same city?
Yeah,
Like I
isn't
would go
that
watch.
crazy?
I would go watch.
I
the
know.
Michigan
I went and looked
Panthers.
at tickets even, and it's only like $15
Yeah,
a
I
ticket.
was
So
saying-
why not put those in other cities so
Right.
people can come in?
Yeah, I would say if it was there was one in Michigan, I'd go watch.
Oh,
Like,
for sure. Like we've been asking for that forever. Like we know with MLB and how they have like AAA, we go and watch Whitecaps. It's
Mhm.
just a cheap game where we can go watch
literally. If they
cool
had that for
baseball.
football,
Yeah, I love football, so I would definitely go
And so
like to
does
multiple
the
games.
majority of the United States.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, like that's what I feel the NFL needs is like a feeder team system. One, and to get more guys,
Right.
your practice guys and stuff. It gets them involved a little bit more. It's gonna give guys a chance that I didn't get drafted, versus going on to a practice team and stuff like that to try to make it on a team. This, hey, I can actually go play. They try to play almost at speed games. I mean,
Right.
as much as it's not probably full NFL speed, it's gonna be a little bit quicker than the college.
Right.
So it's just another stepping stone that you could
Yeah.
use. And I don't know. That's the way I feel like it needs to be done. And
Definitely,
whether
like,
it's
we were talking earlier today. Why not have it, like AAA or like the G League, where they can sign 2-way contracts with the
affiliated.
NFL.
That's what I was just about to say. I was like,
Yeah.
why don't they have like an affiliation with? So like the Detroit Lions would have the Michigan Panthers. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
exactly. So sign these 2-way contracts so we can see these guys,
Yeah, and they
jump
can
up
go
and down and
exactly.
see,
Yeah.
if they have the talent. That way, not only are they getting that for them, getting that experience, but as viewers, we get to see like, okay, this guy's actually really good. Like he's going to the Lions and playing a couple games, and now he's on Michigan Panthers. So now I want to go watch him in, real life. So
yeah, guys that are coming back out of injury, they can go down a league where it's just a step slower, build their confidence up,
yeah.
and then go back up to the
Right.
NFL.
So we can see those guys who do get injured actually come back and try to make comebacks, as to where I feel like in the NFL, you get injured, you're about done.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah, pretty much done for the season at least. So,
The only tough part with that is it's pretty much your 11 players are set, right?
right?
I mean, unless you're like a receiver or running back, you get a few reps.
Exactly.
Like, you're not going to be rotating offensive linemen. You're not going to be rotating quarterbacks. So the only really
You're just waiting for injury.
waiting for injury, and there's already 1 or 2 guys behind them on the depth chart,
Right.
which maybe they could
Yeah. Unless you're
transform
going to like
that to something.
practice squad stuff.
Yeah,
but
right.
even that would be nice for them.
But
you
and
know?
then like financially, even that would pretty much save them because
Yeah.
the NFL has enough financials
Dude.
to support.
Gosh,
Yeah.
that's
freaking-
so
what is
much
there?
money.
8 teams right now.
Yeah.
They could do.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's only 8 teams.
well, with the XFL, they met up with the USFL, and they're like, oh, we want to make sure we're basically going to pay our players more than you. I think honestly, if I was hosting this, I wouldn't be worried about being better than that second tier level. I'd be looking at the NFL and decide, okay, are we trying to be the next NFL? Oh, because if that's the case, then you got to go a whole different approach.
Oh yeah, definitely. You're
and
not
then-
just trying to compete with the,
Yeah.
the
But
next.
what
step
I,
down.
I would be doing is, again, a feeder system. Can develop a league. It's meant to be a step off, but it's going to be good reps. It's going to be faster paced than what college is. There's not a ton of difference between what you watch when you watch an NFL game versus a college. Kind of that, just like I said, a step in between. And that's my focus. Do a year or two of that, and then approach the, NFL or start approaching teams like the Michigan Panthers. It's like, hey, Detroit Lions, can we sign either like some type of side contract outside of what the NFL is, that if you guys like players off our teams, they can come with and go to you.
Right.
Well, yes, that's how I would be looking at it, and that's how I would do it.
I think it'd
Definitely.
be interesting.
Yeah.
Think
I mean, on the bright side, we get to watch football
yeah.
basically all year round,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it is competitive. I mean, there's only 8 teams, but from the half or 2 that I watched,
Still a lot of good talent.
yeah, there's
so.
good like Shea Patterson. I mean, I didn't like him at Michigan, but it's cool to see him out there, and he actually did decent. I mean, he didn't do horrible. They lost the game, but he did pretty well.
Yeah,
So, I mean, it's fun. It's football, so
I agree.
I'll keep watching it. Hopefully, it does well.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. All right, we'll jump over to. We'll switch
I did
Oh.
have a fun fact. Just last one on football.
Fun fact time.
So we were talking about T.O. earlier. Came back, 48 years old, played in the fan-controlled football league. I want to say Manziel was his quarterback, but I didn't really look at the highlights. But he had 1 catch, 1 touchdown.
So I did see that catch, and it wasn't Johnny Manziel,
No.
but I think Johnny Manziel was on the team.
Yeah, I want to say he's on the team.
So I think they just like switched every quarter, or
Yeah.
whatever, however it works.
But good for him. I mean, he's at least out there competing. He looks
Cool.
fast.
Yeah,
I mean, compared to these other guys, he's 48 years old and he's still beating them. So
like we just said, why won't like Colin Kaepernick go do something
Yeah,
like this?
I mean-
People who are bitching about
right,
know?
they would definitely sign just
They
for
just-
the fan base. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not they're not losing anything. But
stupid. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was cool.
Switching over to NBA that are now into playoffs. So we'll play some highlights here in a minute. I might throw them up as we're talking and stuff. I guess I can pull up Ja's first one, Morant, since we'll talk about Grizzlies probably first. Basically with Grizzlies, they lost the first game, which kind of surprised me, but they won the next game, which was last night, and that's where these highlights coming from Ja. Ja's a beast. I mean, just watching some of these.
Oh yeah, he's so
Really?
explosive.
He had, I think, 29 points last night with 10 assists.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that entire team's actually pretty fun to watch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. They
they're
just,
that's why I have them going so far. Or that's why I put their.
they're so explosive. They're just
Mhm.
they don't care either.
Yeah.
Right.
They don't care who they're going against. They're gonna come at you with everything.
Yeah. I think they'll win this series, though.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
think they're winning the series. I mean, Timberwolves do have some talent,
They do.
but
I think
I
that's
just-
actually they're one of the best matchups for
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
the
right.
Grizzlies.
I think they're
I
gonna
think
pull
they're
it
one
out.
of the
It'll be
best.
close. I think though. It's
I
gonna
do.
be a good series.
I think so as well.
Pelicans won last night against the Suns, so now that's a 1-1 series.
Which it sounds like because Booker got hurt in last night's game. It sounds like he's going to be out for at least the next 2 games, possibly more. So with that, I don't know.
That's scary.
Like, that's scary. All they have after that really is Bridges and Chris Paul, who Chris Paul can score.
Got to be honest, I'd be personally happy because I did not take the Suns to make it to the finals. So I'd be happy if they got knocked out already.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. I mean, not that I don't want them to go further, but
What's his face for the Pelicans. If he's on, dude, they're
Ingram.
Yeah,
dude.
If he's
Ingram and
on-
McCollum are good.
What he had? He had like 37 or 34
Dude, yeah,
or
he
something.
scored-
9 assists and like 13 boards or
Right,
something. I
yeah,
don't
he
know what it
almost had
was.
a triple-double. Let's see. I think it's right here. Yeah, 37, 9, and 11.
9 and 11, yeah.
So, and then McCollum had 23, 9, and 8.
Yeah.
So just those 2 alone, they might be able to do it. And then Valanciunas is that solid big guy. They might be able to. I don't see him doing it, though.
yeah.
I don't
Especially if Booker comes back.
Yeah, even without Booker, I think the Suns are fine.
Yeah.
Now Brooklyn and Celtics play tonight.
They're 1-1 too, aren't
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
they? That first game, dude.
Wait, no.
Or they 1-0.
They're 1-0. Yep. Celtics are up.
Yeah,
Yep,
that
Celtics.
first game was.
Dude,
Did-
that
who-
buzzer beater.
And then Kyrie
flipping them off, getting in trouble.
My gosh,
I think I posted
dude.
that on the social media page. I was like, hey,
Yeah,
Kyrie,
it was
50,000.
such a good game, though.
Dude, it was.
So
Kind of scares me for the Nets because they're one of my favorites.
I did not take them actually.
Coming into it, yeah,
of the Bucks.
definitely.
Yeah.
I still think they will.
I still think they will as well,
But the Celtics are dangerous.
dude, they're scary.
Just Tatum and Brown, dude. Oh my god.
KD had a kind of a. I can't even say it was a rough game.
Right. I mean, he scored
Yeah, I mean,
23, but yeah, he shot 9 for 24, so that is
yeah.
kind of
And
rough.
like he even said, he's like they did a really good job of getting me off rhythm and
yeah.
kind of shutting me down.
But I think now that they got the feeling of each other, the Nets will come out.
I also
KD and Kyrie are just so experienced.
Also
you know?
saw what's his face is supposed to play.
Simmons. Yeah, I did see
So
that.
that
He's
will
coming
be-
back. I heard game 4, so that will
Game
be
4, yep.
very important.
Which is it'll be interesting. That it always scares me because it's like he hasn't even played a game with them.
Mm-mm. He hasn't
It's
played a game this year.
No.
No, he
Seven-
hasn't. He hasn't played a game in.
76ers already have 2 wins. Does that, if they go and win, like say they win the first 4, which I don't think it's gonna happen, but say they do, does that break in between waiting for the other teams to get done? Does that make them cool off at all? Make you concerned about them? Or
See, I always think that too. It's a little scary if you do get a big break like that, but I don't think it should affect them. If anything, it'll give them more time to study the other team and watch the games.
Who are they
Yeah.
playing in their series?
Right now they're playing Raptors, which I think they could go 4-0 against
Yeah, I
Raptors
mean-
for sure.
I mean, the 76ers are good.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
really good.
They're
yeah,
I think they're just kind of late. They've been kind of the most consistent team.
yeah.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but
No, they have been as of ever since they got James Harden. I
Mhm.
mean, James Harden, Maxey, and then potential MVP with Embiid. Those
Mhm.
3 are just absolutely good. And then they have Tobias Harris, who's also just as good as Maxey, if not better. So, yeah, they've been playing really, really well.
yeah.
have we talked Jazz Mavericks yet at all?
Nope.
That's another 1-1 series.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good series.
Yeah, so
Once
that one's
his
gonna go
face
right
is-
down to
Once
it.
his face is out, though, I think one more game. Luka.
Luka.
yeah,
Yeah, which
That's
that's
a
huge
big
for
loss.
That's-
Dallas.
that is
He
huge.
might even be out 2 games.
Is it too?
It's either 1 or 2.
Yeah, at least one. I did see that, but even with him being out, I don't know. Did you guys see Brunson?
Mm-mm.
So Jalen Brunson came in and absolutely went off for 41 points.
Really?
Yeah, which I know Colton. He's not here, but Colton was just talking him up last time because he's like, Jalen Brunson is so good. I haven't seen anything about him, and yeah, he just came back and 41 freaking points, dude. So if he can hold that same performance this next game with Luka being out, I think Mavs will pull it off.
You think? I don't think they. I don't think they will.
No,
I don't know.
Jazz is pretty good, but just I don't know.
Mavs are the better team over Jazz, like record wise.
Record wise, yeah.
I
I think Jazz has better talent though.
Warriors Nuggets. Warriors are already up 2 games in that series.
Dude.
Jordan Poole.
Unbelievable, dude.
Holy crap, dude.
You know, it's cool because all our most Michigan fans knew
He had
He-
it, dude.
he was the dude.
He's the
and,
scorer.
and
And now he's coming in.
dude, first 2 playoff games, and he has, I don't even know, like
He's-
40-some points or something.
He scored 30 the first game and then 29 this last game.
Okay. Yeah.
So almost 60.
Yeah.
Like absolutely going off. And then Curry actually told their coach, because he just came back from
Yeah,
injury.
he's injured, yeah.
He told their coach, like, hey, I'll sit on the bench this next game because Poole's just playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
So let's just keep him on fire. And Curry comes out 23 minutes, scores 34. So just the both of them, like.
Well, it was kind of like the debate. They're like, because Curry he did play.
Mm-hmm.
And they said, do they bench him another game?
Yeah.
Do they even start him?
Yeah.
Or-
I think their move is put Thompson at the 3 instead of the 2, and take Wiggins, put him at the 4, and then sit Looney, because Looney's fucking Looney. And then put Jordan Poole at number 2, and then start Steph.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, that right there is
I know that's
solid, dude.
That's what everybody's saying, a lot of these reporters and stuff. But then they're like, oh, they're going to frickin' fall apart if they do this because they're all going to be hurting each other because they all want to score.
Right.
And it's like,
Which
I don't think
see
this
that,
group,
dude.
I don't think these three are a group
Right.
that, I mean, when it was KD, Steph, and Clay,
Yeah,
it was just
exactly.
fine.
Like they went and won the finals.
Yeah. So
How can you say that?
Right. And so that's why I was just like,
I could.
I don't
I
remember
think
the
that's what
guys
they
saying
need to
it,
do.
but that's what I would do, especially the way Jordan's playing right now.
Yeah, and even if they don't do that, put Clay on the bench. I mean, he's been injured half the season. He can come off the bench for the playoffs. Because Poole, you got to keep him in. He's
Well,
on
hot,
fire.
yeah. Clay's been playing pretty well too, though, hasn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he scored 21, and I think he's averaging right around like 18, 20 points. So he's not doing bad by any means. He's
Right.
so he's playing decent, but not as good as Poole is.
That team would be scary to watch out for. That's for sure.
Yeah, especially if they get everything clicked and they finally figure out that starting lineup.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all I have. I think have we hit every team?
We
So-
didn't hit this one.
Oh, the
He should be, he should be.
Oh,
fine.
yeah.
yeah, Butler going off. We said that's what highlights we just played.
Yeah, 45. Holy crap.
Heat's looking very strong right now. As
Oh,
well.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Atlanta's
Yeah.
kind of
I mean, they're good, but I don't know. Trey looks like he's making way too many mistakes right now. I think he had like 10 turnovers last night. So, and
Yep.
if your best player's getting 10 turnovers, that's tough.
hurts.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I still like one of my 4 teams to win it. I have Warriors, Grizzlies, Bucks, and 76ers. One of those 4 I still think are gonna be champs.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know that east side. Anybody on the east right now, I think, is going to take it. They're pretty strong.
yeah,
Yeah, and I guess the only other thing I have on the NBA is you see, like, awards-wise, they figured out the defensive player of the year.
I did not see that.
Marcus Smart,
yeah,
who is their guard for the Celtics. He was the first guard to win it since Gary Payton back in '95. So
Kind of cool.
thought that was pretty cool. Then second was Mikal Bridges, who was another guard. So it was kind of cool to see guards are kind of getting the recognition of defense that
That's cool.
they should get.
Is that the only award they did?
That's the only one I've seen. I don't think they've done it on there. Correct me if I'm
I
wrong,
think they
Devin, but
might have did.
maybe
I haven't seen any
6
other ones be announced.
Isn't there like a
like 6-man coach or
best scorer or something?
maybe.
I don't know. I was watching a TikTok and
Yeah.
the guy was complaining that the award for the top scorer didn't even go to the person who had the most points,
Really?
which is Trae Young, and he was just complaining about it. I was kind of a short clip.
That's
I had
weird.
no idea really what they were talking
Yeah.
about, but
No, I've never seen that. Maybe they did
It
like
was-
offensive player or
it was
something.
an interview with Robinson and
Oh, okay.
Wagner, the younger one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and they all were talking about it.
That's crazy. Yeah, no, I didn't see that.
Maybe that
I'll
was
have to look.
old. Maybe that was like last year. I don't know.
Probably, I doubt it.
Yeah, 'cause Mo or France wasn't even in the league yet.
Yeah.
All right, so let's run through here. So NBA awards, MVP finalists are Embiid, Giannis, and Nikola Jokic. Rookie of the Year, 3 finalists are Scotty Barnes, Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham. Defensive Player of the Year has been announced, and that was Marcus Smart of Boston. The other 2 finalists was Rudy Gobert and Bridges. Let's see, 6th Man of the Year finalist, Tyler Hero, Kevin Love, Cameron Johnson. Most improved finalists are Darius Garland, John Morant, which I'll be surprised if Ja doesn't get it.
He's taking that.
And DeJounte Murray.
Oh, yep. He's pretty good, too.
And Coach of the Year, Taylor Jenkins, Eric Spoelstra, and Monty Williams. So
just the one so far.
Just the one so far.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Smart was the first guard to be named Defensive Player of the Year since Gary Payton in 1995-96 season. And it's only right that the glove was on site to hand the lockdown defender his award.
That's pretty cool.
Smart helped lead the Celtics to the NBA's best defensive rating of 106.2 and the lowest field goal and three-point percentage against in the league. His 1.7 steals per game ranked third in the NBA, and he also ranked in the top 10 in deflections, charges drawn, and loose balls recovered. So,
yeah, he's always been known for his defense, even coming out of college. That's why they drafted him, because he had such a good defensive efficiency.
That this article comes from Sporting News, just so if someone tries to say I'm stealing information, I did not write that. So, just since we're kind of in the middle of the podcast, reminder that anyone buys a hat within the next week gets entered in a drawing. So,
it's a pretty cool drawing too.
Yep. Yeah, the DeAndre Swift and the mini helmet.
Collins.
Yep. So, yeah, I think we only got 5 people or something like that, or 6. So, good odds.
I might buy a hat just so I can enter into that.
Huh? All right, we'll jump over. We got.
Wait, how much time do we have left for that?
Until the 30th, I said.
Okay, so yeah, about a week.
Yep. Hockey. Really, there's not a whole lot going on with hockey. I mean, Golden Knights are kind of the team I'm watching right now to see if they can make it in. Right now, they're sitting outside, and they are 1 game behind in their conference or division, where if they can win one and that team loses, they'll jump that team. So they'll go from not even getting into having the 3rd seed and skipping over the wild card spot. Because the 2 teams that are sitting in the wild card spot are from this other division in that conference, and so they basically they'll have better records, but they're stuck in the wild card spot based on how it works out. But so I'm kind of watching them. They have a tough matchup tonight, I believe. I can't remember now. Florida Panthers look really good. They smacked the shit out of Red Wings. Red Wings did beat the Lightning, so I was kind of impressed on that, but I don't know. I think Lightning have a few players kind of banged up, so they're probably resting.
They've been
some
struggling
of
a
them.
little bit.
Yeah.
Lately.
Isn't I think I just saw this. Panthers on like an 11-game win streak right now.
Yeah,
so
they're pretty
they're
hot.
They're hot.
See, that I almost worry that they might have got hot a little too early since they got to make it all the way to the end of the
right.
month.
That's exactly what I was saying. There's too many other good teams for.
There's, right now looking at betting odds, because I'll probably throw some down on a few different teams. Avalanche is obviously the number 1 team. They're plus 350. Panthers are second at plus 550. Surprisingly, Calgary Flames are plus 900, along with Toronto Maple Leafs. And Toronto Maple Leafs seem like one of those teams, like I've watched a couple of their highlights, and it seems like that's kind of a sneaky team, like at least from being down here and hearing what they... Now, the other thing is like the whole, like, you can't go up and play in Canada without having both your shots. Now, I don't know if every player in hockey is all vaccinated, with the booster and everything, because that's like, kind of is like an unfair advantage if you have to go play up in Canada. That's like the Raptors, when they go play up there, there's a couple players that can't play for, who the hell did we just say they play in? Who's playing in that league, Austin? Raptors versus for NBA.
Oh, let me go look. I just forgot.
I forgot to.
We just talked about it, and I can't think of it.
76ers.
76ers. Yeah. So there's a couple players out here that can't play for 76ers because they're not fully vaccinated. There's one guy on the team that had his first shot but never went and got a second one. And
so
he's
since he's not
fully vaccinated, I would kind of say, basically I'd tell the Canadian leagues to pound sand basically and say, hey, that's an unfair advantage that we have to sit one of our players because of the choice and because we're not here. So I'd be basically telling Canada as a whole country, but like fuck you with our sports. So
yeah, right.
But
yeah, that sucks.
So that'll be interesting because there's a few different Canadian teams, but we'll rattle off a few more of these odds. Lightning's plus 1,100. They haven't been doing well, but they're always so sneaky when it comes to playoffs. I might throw some money on them. I really like the Hurricanes as well. That's plus 1,200. You got Minnesota Wild 16, Rangers plus 16, and Boston Bruins plus 16,100. So that's kind of where I would stop looking at what odds for who's going to make it in, stuff like that. I mean, you got some of the other ones like your Predators are plus 4,500.
They've been struggling.
Yeah,
they have not been looking great.
Yeah, Dallas Stars haven't been looking too hot. Capitals really haven't been. Vegas, they're hot and cold. It just seems like you just never know how they're going to come out and play. So kind of the rest of these teams on this list, I just don't feel. So I think from Bruins and down, or and better. So Bruins, Wild, Rangers, Hurricanes, Lightning, Maple Leafs, Flames, Panthers, Avalanche. It's hard to bet against Avalanche, but that's the least odds. I'm kind of thinking like, okay, they might be the teams to win it all, so I might not bet on them and throw it on someone else, and so that way then I can turn around and hedge it. But we'll see. Yeah, like I said, I'll probably pick 4 or 5 teams and throw some money on. That way, just when it comes to final time, I can throw money on the other side and hopefully win. Hopefully win either way.
Right.
So that's all I got for NHL then. We got, I think they play till like the end of May. I think they play till. No, what is it? No, I can't remember.
We do this every week.
I know.
Right?
Let's see. Panthers. We'll go to their schedule. I want to say they're down to like 10 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Does it end in May? So maybe April's the last. So I think they do play to the end of this month. So they got about 6 games left. A couple more weeks. The rest of this week and next week, and then they'll be going into playoffs. So that'll make it exciting. Then I'll be heavily watching basketball, hockey. I'll be watching the sports nonstop pretty much when we get to that time.
Looks like about April 29th is their last day.
So, all right, we'll jump over into baseball. So, I forgot I was gonna pull the highlight. I might look for that quick. I don't know. Have you guys watched any? I know Tigers lost last night. I think they're tied right now. Let's see.
They're up 1 right now.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
They won the series against the Royals.
Yeah, I know. That was nice. Got some wins out of that.
Yeah.
White Sox are pretty good, so I didn't expect them to win too many. But they're up and down right now. I mean, I still got hope for them.
I finally watched a couple games, or at least part of them. And
yeah. I know. I think it was last week when we were talking about them. I was talking about their pitching, but
watch this heads up. Like, how does he not get tagged in this?
That's insane.
That's funny.
Like, watch it again when they slow it down. He is like so lucky.
Dude, there's no way.
Kind of funny.
That is funny. I would be so pissed if I was that third baseman. Oh. It looked like he had his hand on the bag and then just went to dodge him.
That's crazy.
He just slid past the bag. It's like, and
Yeah,
to
like
me, it almost looks like right
there. He could have just held on.
Right
I think.
there, that little reach. It looked like it almost might have skinned, like the tip of his glove might have skinned his arm. So
That's awesome.
oh
No, that's cool. But yeah, I mean, Tigers, they're just up and down right now. And like last week, it was all pitching, and now I'm looking at it, and dude.
Yeah.
Their hitting is just they're struggling. I think they have one person hitting in 300 right now.
Surprisingly, they are 4-7 though.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, they're up
I think
and down.
they're a lot
but
closer than. I mean, I guess maybe all of us think they're close, but
right,
I
they're
think they're
right
pretty
there,
close,
dude.
like-
I think they're
Yeah.
gonna be by the end of the year. They're gonna be
If they could
Decent.
stay 500 to All-Star break,
yeah, I
if
think
they can be about 500 at All-Star break and then turn it on at All-Star break,
right.
then I'm confident
Yeah,
that they have a chance. But
I mean, they
if
have.
they're like way, if they keep this whole winning 1 out of 3 games with teams, it's
Dude.
not gonna work out.
Yeah, I mean, they have the talent. They have a bunch of young guys in there. So if they just figure out the teamwork and get it shit turned around, I think they'll be decent by the end of the year. And then Torque, their rookie, he's finally starting to hit
he's had a couple home
a
runs.
couple home runs. I mean,
Fucking bombs too.
dude, absolutely.
Oh, he's cool. I like him.
I do like him. I was a little nervous because, Cabrera's a big step, but I think he's going to step in really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, which Cabrera's getting up there, so it's kind of good for Cabrera to
Oh,
just now focus on
right.
hitting. He don't have to play defense
Definitely.
at all.
It's definitely
old.
a good move on them.
So, yeah, you still get to keep a pretty hot bat, on your.
I don't think Carrera's ever gonna retire.
I know, dude. If it was
He
up
just
to him,
likes
probably
baseball too
won't.
much.
He's still good, so
He is. I mean, I think their second best
Like-
average right now at like 250 or
I
something.
think it was like
so
2 years ago when he really struggled. Maybe it's 3, but
yeah,
there was a year
he was
struggled.
dude. Yeah, we were all saying that year like, he's probably gonna be
He's
done.
And
I give him a couple more years. I mean, even if he's just batting, maybe it's longer,
yeah, to say baseball, you can kind of play longer.
right? And since we're sitting here watching him, I don't know how much you've been watching, but do we think he's the best hitter in the league currently?
I haven't paid attention, but I'm assuming he's average, probably pretty good.
Yeah, he's got to be. I mean, I'd be surprised if he's not.
Yeah, I think average wise, he's in the 300s. But yeah, he's at 317 right now, which is actually sitting only at 40. But he's got like the most RBIs. He's tied for third in home runs. He's got most runs or something like that. So he's going off again.
Just last year's.
Yeah, this is last year's home run.
But dude, yeah, he's a tank.
Yeah. Let's see. I haven't really been paying attention outside of Tigers a lot. I have kind of kept up on Whitecaps a little bit just to see how they've been doing. Just because if we go to a couple games this year, they're right now 4-3. They're actually playing tonight. They're 0-0 right now. They're playing away. So next week's home. Let's just see if I can pull up standing quick on them to see. I know it's super early, but let's see. Yep. They're second right now to Day City, who they're playing right now.
Hey, at least they got a winning
And actually, it
record.
says they're 6-4. I wonder if I missed a couple of games. 6-4, tied with some other team. I don't know what that one is.
At least they got a winning record. There we go.
Yeah, Cincinnati's in first. Cleveland. Oh, Caleb, what's your team? Your Midland team.
I don't think they're in the
The
same.
Loons?
Are they in the same?
Yeah. The Loons, right?
Yeah, they're normally pretty
Great
bad.
Lake Loons. Yeah, they're not the greatest. But yes, they are a high A affiliate team. They're 3-7 right now, along with Lansing Lugnuts. I can't believe how many teams Michigan has for like baseball.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't really realize
Baseball is so freaking crazy everywhere.
that. America's game.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out where this other
Yeah,
team
all
is.
the freaking college leagues, the freaking.
Yeah.
But college baseball, we're not apparently very good at.
I thought we were decent last 2 years ago. Michigan.
In like Michigan in general.
Yeah, like Michigan as a college or Michigan State or
Big Ten as a whole is kind of shitty this year.
yeah.
Is it
There's
this
like
year?
one team that's good, like Rutgers, I think it is.
Yeah, I thought it was
Um,
a couple years ago. we were good.
CMU last year or 2 years ago made it to like
Yeah, they made it to
Really far.
Oh,
almost
Final
region. Yeah.
dang.
with a brand new head coach. So
Yeah.
I always gotta say it because it's Northwood's coach, and I was
Oh.
I wasn't friends with him, but I was supposed to play for him.
Yeah.
Then he left.
Then you went and played golf.
I went and played golf.
How does that work?
Yeah, best decision you made.
Yeah, that's
So.
my career now. So
Yeah.
So you should be thanking that guy.
I should. And he had 100 guys on the team, so I figured, I probably shouldn't play.
He just would let anyone.
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of what Northwood does.
Yeah.
They let me play golf without even seeing me swing.
Yeah, it's true.
I thought I was good. And my very first time qualifying, playing from the tips. Just say it wasn't good. I didn't even make it to the third day.
Oh, dang.
He said, "Let's just go practice. You don't need to play today."
Dang.
Oh, goodness. But, all right, we'll switch over then to our last sport. We'll keep it rolling. My guy, Werner the third, was so close. Wasn't it the course tied the course record Saturday?
What, 63 or something?
Yeah.
62 maybe?
I want to say it was the tie of the best round for the course. There's
It was probably the low round of the tournament.
maybe.
I think he shot like 63.
That's what I want to
I
say.
think there was one other who shot 63 on another day.
He was
This guy, Lowry, choked pretty bad.
yeah. That's who he's playing with. I almost play him just to play.
He played fine. It was
If he would have hit that like 60-footer putt though, that would have been crazy to go. It would have been just to get into the playoffs, but
I mean, he played.
and then if they would have had to replay 18 right after him doing that,
he's one of the very few that's like all Jordan, like sponsored by Jordan.
yeah, yep, right
So,
here.
I always like him. But
Yep.
I mean, Jordan came back. Jordan Spieth won at 13 under.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, 13
I should have
under.
picked him. I had him in top 10. I was contemplating
Yeah.
top 10 or top 5. I should have just picked him to win.
And yeah, he came back from like 4 strokes on
Yeah.
Saturday, and he only shot like a 66, but he got the job done.
Yeah, dude.
And Patrick Cantley's he's the number 1 golfer in the world when it comes to the second place finishes. I swear this is like a 6-1 this year.
Really?
And I'm done betting on him because I bet on him to win.
Did you just
And-
do top 5s?
That's what I'm gonna have to do. And it's just I mean he's literally like top 5
Hilarious.
player in the world, but he hasn't won.
Yeah.
I think he did win one this year actually. I think he beat Scheffler in a playoff.
Oh, okay.
I could be flipping that around, but so yeah, Jordan Spieth, Patrick Cantley, couple top 10 guys, first, second, kind of expected.
Yeah.
I only hit 1 top 20 and 1 top 10 out of my bets.
That's kind of all I hit.
I hit my 1 top 10 Spieth.
But
Jesus.
so
Good
my
thing you made that.
my fun fact for golf.
Well, I have one too.
Do you?
Mhm.
Is it the same one?
Maybe.
Fun
fact time.
So the Dailies.
Nope.
John Daly,
Yep.
his son,
Yeah,
signed with Hooters.
Hey, dude.
Well,
that
they were
is
saying like for the
perfect.
so like I guess when you go to like the Masters, like when you're driving in through the town to get to the Masters where it's at, like Augusta, I guess it's like kind of a shitty pole place. Like there's a Hooters across the road from the golf course.
Yeah, it's
and-
all fenced in.
yeah.
Oh,
There's so
is
many
it?
rumors
'Cause
like
there's-
they literally it's all fenced. They literally paint the grass green so it looks. They literally do everything
Yeah.
to make it look so perfect. Like they kill every wild animal and they display speaker noises.
Yeah,
like birds
I
and stuff.
saw. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody says it's true. I don't think it's true, but like they literally kill everything that comes through that fence.
Dude,
And
what the, I did hear and see that.
so
If it's
kinda
true,
funny.
that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, but yeah, it's funny that there's pictures on. I don't know
Dude,
if you can
yeah,
look it up. But
That
it's
is absolutely perfect.
Big
The
John and
Daily.
Little John next to a couple girls, and he signed an NIL deal, and he just signed whatever sponsorship deal.
Yeah.
I like
funny.
John Daly's TikTok he has where it's like how John Daly warms up for his next tournament. Gets out of the golf cart, does like a couple stretches, chugs a beer. What's the course tournament or the
What's
course
the
record? All right, I'm ready.
Yeah, there's something else, and Little John I think might just follow in his footsteps.
I hope so. Cool dude.
Let's see.
I haven't even looked at this upcoming tournament
Yeah.
to be honest with
It's a team tournament. I don't like it because it's not as good of odds, or well, they're like lower odds. I
You
was trying
see,
to pull up, see, because I
so-
got 2 teams to pick to win, and then 2 teams for top 20 is all I did.
Yeah, I didn't even pick anything.
The match. Is that what you're about to say?
I was gonna say that next, but the first thing I was gonna say is my little fun fact, which is kind of similar to yours. J.R. Smith, former NBA player
Signed
of
with
like 16.
Lululemon.
Yeah, he just signed with Lululemons, and he's swinging in an NIL game just to rep his swag.
Isn't that just still? I don't even think we've talked about this on this podcast ever, but isn't that just crazy?
J.R.
One of the
Smith.
best basketball. Like,
Yeah, just
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. Maybe I don't know.
No, I don't see him as a Hall of Famer, but he was good.
Yeah,
I mean, he's insane.
I didn't think he was a Hall of Famer, but
He's
just goes to college for golf.
yeah, and this is only his second term as a freshman, so he's got plenty of golf left, and maybe he does well. He just
He's-
signed with Lululemons.
He's okay. I mean,
I've seen a couple highlights, but that was just
he shoots
highlights.
like mid-low 70s.
Oh,
So
hey.
I think his very first tournament, he did put up like an 85, and everybody was kind of like,
All right,
you
like this
fucking
guy
suck.
sucked. But he was probably nervous and stuff. But,
Yeah,
I mean, 70s, that's decent. So, but yeah, no, that was what I was gonna say next, Cavi, the match, bro.
dude,
I
those
can't
are my favorite
wait.
things ever. And now how this one is all 4 football players, I'm
Dude,
just
This is awesome.
it's the old
DraftKings it
OGs,
does
yeah.
right now have a boost. Add like I can't remember what it is, but boost your odds.
200.
Add
For who?
plus 200. I think it
For
is
the winner.
for the winner.
of the match.
Yeah,
Not this match, but any match or the
yeah. The Zurich Classic.
Oh,
I
for
think
this.
it's coming
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, I haven't even looked. So these are the teams right here.
Yeah. So right now, my top 20, my two teams for top 20 is Bradley and Steely. And then Keith Mitchell, and Cedric, I think. How do you say his name? So, like, I only do $5. It's like plus 170 for Mitchell and Sedeker, and then
Nice, Connecticut.
Bradley and Steely plus 140. So I don't make a ton. But and then my winners, my two winning teams are Victor Hovland and Colin Morikawa.
Pretty good team. I would
That's
say.
a pretty
pretty
strong team, I
decent.
think. Well, it all depends on how Hovland plays, I think, more than anything. Morikawa's normally been
He's
pretty decent,
consistent.
but Hovland's been so hot or cold playing that. No, the team I really like is Palmer and Scotty Scheffler.
I mean, Scotty right now is just
Scotty's hot, and Palmer, I don't know how this dude lands it, but he's won this tournament in like the 3 out of the last 5 years. He's always paired up with the best number one player. It's like, whose dick is he sucking to get the number one player every year?
no kidding.
Because he's played with Rahm like every time he's won, he's played with Rahm, and then this year Scotty Scheffler's the one that's
Right.
number one player, and he gets him again. It's like, hey, do you host the tournament or something?
Right. Like, how does he do that? That's funny.
So
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm probably not going to bet this week.
I'm not, dude.
Yeah, I'm just.
I've been like,
I did the boost, so $5 if Palmer and Scheffler wins me $60. So
yeah.
My pick though is going to be Taylor Gooch and Max Homa, just because those two are just a freaking riot. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
a
Who?
couple
What are you picking?
Gooch and Homa.
Oh, okay.
So Max Homa. and
so
Taylor Gooch.
one of the
And when you're playing a team event, that energy
Right.
can really feed
Oh,
off each
for
other.
sure.
And both of these players are good enough to win a tournament.
yeah.
So I think those two have a pretty good shot of
Trying to find them and see what their odds are.
plus 20. Where did I just saw 'em?
And if you do your
2200.
boost,
2,200.
2200, and then your boost,
Pretty good odds.
yeah,
That's not bad.
maybe I'll throw another $5 on there.
Gucci home. Yep.
I ain't doing top 5s or top 20s. or
Nah,
any of that.
I've been like every week I'll bet $20 and then I'll just make my money back.
That's what I
money
do.
back. So I'm just
Every
like,
time.
I don't even know who for this one, but I don't know. There is a decent boost, so maybe I'll try something.
Yeah, I might put like $5 down.
Yeah.
We got like
Where's-
2 or
where's
3 weeks until the Players Championship. So
Yeah,
PGA Championship. Sorry.
I almost thought about taking Werner and Watson, with how well Varner just played, but
Trust good old Bubba.
Good old Bubba.
I can't find Gooch.
So pumped for this match though. You don't even know.
Dude, I can't wait. I love those.
They're
They're
fun.
so fun.
What matchup are you talking?
It's Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers versus Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen.
When is that?
Next
June
June.
1st,
June, yeah.
I think.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
It's
All
like,
pretty good golfers.
Are they?
Heard Josh Allen can hit the ball like 380.
Jesus Christ.
Patrick Mahomes is a pretty good player. Aaron Rodgers and Tom have both already played in a match.
Yeah.
So they have experience.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that was with Tiger and
Phil.
Phil. Yep.
Well, Aaron played with Bryson DeChambeau
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
against, was it Phil and Tom? I don't remember.
I think it was Tom and somebody. I don't know if it might have been Phil. Yeah, I think it was, actually, now you say that. But yeah, those are just so fun to watch, too.
yeah. I'm interested to see how this team play goes this weekend, just at this tournament.
I do like how they put these, like, every once in a while they have, like, a different style of an event. It kind of makes the season not drag on.
Yeah, definitely.
I was really hoping I was
Like, you had
gonna.
the waste management.
I was really hoping I was gonna win, so that way I could pay you for my golf clubs that I want to order.
Oh.
I'm like,
I-
come on.
I thought he was going to do it.
I know, because you even threw money down Saturday
I
night.
did, yeah. I was like,
I'm like, you're playing that hot on a Saturday. You only have 18 more holes to get through. You got to be able to hold on to it, because he was up 2 strokes, wasn't he? I'm like, it's not a huge lead by any means, but it's like you're playing, best of the course. It was kind of windy and kind of shitty weather, cloudy that day on Sunday. I almost blame the wind for him not making that putt,
I don't know.
because that wind was blowing a little, like, right in the opposite direction, or like right across from where he did it. So, all right. Well, that's all I got this week for sports talk.
Look for the draft next week,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. When is it? Thursday?
Thursday.
We should just turn it on. What time does it start? Do the podcast live, the Sports Talk podcast live next Thursday?
Yeah, dude. I think it's got to be like 6, something like that, 6, 7.
Yeah.
So draft next week.
A lot of stuff's going to
We'll
go
see
down.
who's number 1. Right now, they're saying Trayvon Walker's bumped up from Georgia
Oh, yeah.
to number 1. So we'll see. If that's the case, then Lions are getting Hutchinson.
Which, I mean, I guess that'd be cool.
That just means a freaking $100, $120 waste
Yeah.
out of my pocket for a jersey.
What'd you do?
No, if he gets drafted,
Oh, okay.
What?
I'll buy his jersey like right away.
Yeah, 100%.
Hutchinson?
Yeah.
100%.
Hey, I got a Tua jersey for sale if anyone wants it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
send you 2?
Yeah. I sold my
Paid for
Waddle
2?
one.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah. I sold my Waddle one to Bailey. He didn't want Tua, though.
Curious to see what your
I
Panthers
already
do.
have it to it. Dude, they were
They're so up and down.
so
Everything I see.
confident we were getting Baker by the end of next week.
Really?
Like social media reporters, everybody was like, "Yep, it's happening." Like some really like well-known people tweeted it, and
Yikes. He's looking to go somewhere, so
now it's like already dead. Like it's not gonna happen anymore.
looks like they're picking either Malik or Kenny.
That's another move I think is going to happen in the draft. Baker's going somewhere in draft.
I don't think we're getting a quarterback first round. I think we're gonna wait like second or third
I
round.
think so. A lot of them are between Malik and Kenny. These are just mock drafts, but
Right.
All right. Well, peace out till next time.